Over the weekend, it was revealed sadly by Nintendo that we lost Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo. Has been the president of Nintendo since May 2002. Um, and it sucks. Um, I I made it clear on my videos on my channel here that I don't always agree with Nintendo's practices, but that doesn't mean I don't respect everyone working there. And Mr. Iwata was part of that group. I was actually a little ignorant of the impact he made um, during his entire career with Nintendo, and as far as making these incredible experiences happen. He worked at he went to school at the Tokyo Institute of Technology. He's always been involved with video games at a very early age, and he joined HAL Laboratories part-time as he was in school, and then once he graduated, he worked at HAL Laboratories full-time. And if HAL Laboratories doesn't ring a bell, it definitely should, because they made such classics as the Kirby games. He's had his hands on programming part of the Super Smash Brothers games. He played a major hand in programming Balloon Fight, and he also had a major hand in making a little game called Earthbound. Maybe you've heard of it. It's just one of probably the best RPGs ever made. And yeah, he also went on to, throughout the 90s, he helped make the Pokemon games happen for the Game Boy. And then he did such a great job at HAL Laboratories being a game programmer that when the last Nintendo president finally retired, the president who's been president of Nintendo since the 40s, during the entire classic era, this was the guy that, his name escapes me at the moment, I'm sorry, but Satoru Iwata stepped up in his place. And, for better or for worse, it's because of him that, Nintendo would go on to shift their demographic to more casual gamers with the Wii coming out, with the Nintendo DS. Iwata had a lot of say in those systems coming out and coming to fruition and seeing the light of day. And his whole stance on it was he was feeling that games were getting too exclusive to a certain demographic of people. He just wanted everyone to have fun. And I ragged on Nintendo for not being a hardcore, not catering to the hardcore people anymore like they used to. And for better or for worse, that's what happened. A lot more people are into video games now because of the Wii. That's just a fact. But looking at it now, I just have to respect the guy for sticking to his guns, going through with it, and it's made it's brought Nintendo a whole new legion of fans, and that's great. Yeah, there's not many CEOs out there that can say they're honestly a gamer and have had their hands on actual games. They've had their they've had themselves in the trenches, so to speak, about making video games, knowing what they're all about from inside and out. Iwata did. The guy even took a pay cut in 2009. I remember, because Nintendo wasn't doing so well. He cut his salary in half. Who does that? You think Bobby Kotick of Activision is going to do that? No. I can't see Adam Boyes from Sony doing that. I can't see Yoshida from Sony doing that. I can't see Phil Spencer or Major Nelson doing that for the sake of the company, because Microsoft has bottomless pockets compared to someone like Nintendo or Sony, and Sony's struggling financially. But yeah, that showed how much Satoru cared about the company and about the fans. And he had that quality where he was always childlike. You know, he was always wanted to make people happy, from what I saw. Um, and I really admire that in a person, where no matter what age they are, they can always bring out that, little boy full of happiness inside of them. I always try to do that because, growing up is a drag. So I always like to, you know, not act immature, but act like childlike, and reach that level of happiness whenever I can. And I always enjoy seeing other people do that as well. So the entire point I'm trying to make here is I respect Iwata. He touched a lot of people. He inspired a lot of people. Thoughts are with his wife and his co-workers that are, I'm sure, very diligent on carrying on his legacy. And that's about it. Just wanted to. I don't know what can be said that hasn't already been said, but I just wanted to express my gratitude for everything he's done. And I hope he is finally at peace now. And most importantly, fuck cancer. That's all I gotta say.